Hi everyone, Kelly here, and today I'm doing the voiceover for when I recorded myself using the Daniel Smith 5mm tube 6 color essentials mixing set. And before I get too far into the video, I want to say thank you very much. My channel has grown quite a lot considering that I haven't done a video in quite a while, but it seems like you guys really like the neurographic drawings, so I'll try to bring some more of those to you. And again, I really appreciate all the wonderful comments I've gotten and the subscriptions. It really means, it truly does mean a lot to me. So thank you. Which leads to why I've been gone. I've been gone because I took a college drawing class this summer, and there were a lot of, we had 3 assignments a week. So whenever I was doing art, I was doing it for my class. And I wanted to take an art class. I wanted to take a drawing class specifically because really I want to get better at drawing. I want to be able to draw without having to trace. I want to be able to draw what I see. I just wanted to up my skills, and I did that, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was a lot of work, but yeah, I really enjoyed it and got a lot out of it. And now I'm getting ready to take another class this fall. It'll be in watercolor. And I'm kind of excited because one of my classmates from my drawing class is going to be in my watercolor class. And I feel like I might be able to get into being part of an art community locally, which is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. And I'll admit it, I was nervous about taking this class because I knew I was probably going to be the oldest student in the class, and I was right. I was old enough to be some of their grandmother's younger sister. And I walked into the classroom for the first time, and I really don't know what I was expecting, but I think I was expecting chairs and tables, or at least easels. And I walked in to a room full of horses. And I don't know if you know what that is, but it's basically a bench that is also an easel, and you straddle it. And I mean, I walked in there and I was like, what have I gotten myself into? Because I sat on it, and let me just say, it's wide to straddle and narrow to sit on. I measured it. It was exactly 11 inches wide. And I know this because I took a sheet of paper, one of the handouts that I knew to be 8.5 by 11 inches. And it was exactly the width of the bench was exactly the length of the sheet of paper. So, yeah. I don't know how the first day was absolute torture. My butt was so sore. I thought, how am I going to create art when I'm so uncomfortable? And I'm sure I absolutely looked, I'm sure I looked ridiculous. I don't even want to imagine. But actually I did, because I drew myself drawing at the horse in one of my assignments. But anyway, so I decided that if this class had been any longer, I was going to make a cushion to sit on, and I was gonna, applique the words Kelly's Tush Kush on it. And I still may, if I end up taking the figure drawing class, it could be 5.5 hours sitting on the horse if it's only one day a week. So I will definitely, if I take it, and if I take the 1 day a week class, I will definitely make a Kelly's Tush Kush for that class. But anyway, I digress. In the first day of class, well, actually the first week, maybe week and a half, I sat down and okay, the first day I sat down next to somebody and we talked, but then our teacher encouraged us to sit other places so that we wouldn't always be sitting in the same place. So the next day I came in and I sat someplace else, and I felt like the last kid picked, for the team in school. No one sat next to me until there was no other place to sit. And I was like, oh. No one wants to sit next to me. And I mean, I can laugh about it because if I were at 19, 20, 21, I probably wouldn't be my target, I don't know, companion. Anyway, but the cool thing about it is that probably a third of the people who were there were not gonna, they had never taken any drawing at all. And I don't know if they had to take it for a requirement for their class or something, but the cool thing about it was, and I think it was partly our teacher and partly because some of the students were in there to go on to art colleges or universities. And of course, there's me trying to be a professional artist. So it got a little competitive, but not in a bad way. It was more like everybody trying to figure out how somebody did something, and then they would incorporate it into their own artwork in their own way. And it was really exciting to see everybody do that. And the other cool thing that I noticed was after we had our first critique and my art didn't suck, and I don't know, instead of me being the old lady in the class, it was like it became all about the art. And it didn't matter what gender you were, what age you were, what race you were, what your interests were. In that class, it was all about the art. And there, for that very brief period of time, it was an art community, and it was a very, very cool experience. And I was not the last person picked for the team in the end. And I consider that a victory. And I also learned that I do my best art when I have an assignment or a challenge. So that's what this video was. A challenge to work with the most basic supplies that I could, but quality and tiny. So thank you so much for sticking around and watching. And I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Bye, you guys.